Yo, what's up, everybody? Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you watch me from. DB right here. I hope you guys are good. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are wonderful. Today is a lovely day. I decided to come and share what I thought with you. I thought of something recently concerning what I discussed yesterday on live program. What I discussed yesterday, part of it was we lack knowledge. And if we lack knowledge, the lack of knowledge will slow us down. The lack of knowledge will not, help us in moving forward. In other words, in progress. Anyone who lacks knowledge will find it hard to progress in whatever he or she does. Today, I decided to talk about how many of us have an open opportunity and we fail to utilize the opportunity for our own good. One of the opportunity is about finance. I remember that those days when we were growing as a young guy who is trying to survive, whether during school or after school, we always look for people that will, help us with little cash so that we can, use the cash for things that will, help us to grow. It has not changed because economy of our country remain the same. Rather, is getting worse. By so, we all need to help ourselves in our thinking because we don't know when the economy will be stable. We don't know when we'll have more opportunity. As a country, Nigeria, no one can tell anybody that in 2025, this is how our economy will be, or this is how each individual, these are the ways they can, grow, or this is the opportunity that will be open for people to strive in whatever they do. Nobody, because we have so many seminars that people do, and after the seminar, many people will still remain the same. One of the reasons is that after they learn so much, the finance aspect will be difficult for most of the people to get. Yes, I used to hear that some people get support, but it's not, happening for everybody. It is not everybody that has the opportunity to get soft loan. And most of the people that got it earlier, most of them didn't perform well. So that discouraged the lenders to have second thought and decided not to be giving people loan as they used to. I want to give you an example what actually happened to me. The experience I had was that I will mention the bank name. That's not a problem. I use GT. I use other bank as well. But I will make emphasis on GT because they've been sending me message about how I can obtain loan from them because they felt I'm qualified to get loan from them. Now, I didn't turn up, but later when I needed some cash, I decided to apply and immediately, I was credited. That shocked me that I did not apply. They are the one that sent me several messages, and I got the loan. I used it well and I was able to pay back. After I checked the app, I saw that I qualified for like ×3 of what I collected. I did. It continues like that. But it now got to a stage that I needed so much money. You know, when you have a place where you can run to. So I so much believe in them that they will do the same for me at the point when I needed the money. So meanwhile, I've cleared the previous one. So I tried to apply. I couldn't. I kept trying. I couldn't get access. Now, and I find out from some people that this bank, they are crazy. I never asked them for money. They give me money. Now that I wanted the loan, they did not give me. Those people now said, don't you know that this same bank has lent so many people money? Some of the people they lent money closed their accounts. Some of the people ran away. And I said, you know, if they want to get them, they can get them. They say yes, but they don't really have enough time to be chasing people. Probably they must have done what they needed to do to make sure that those people will be caught. So now make me to say I can never blame the lender again, because if people fail to pay back, where will I expect them to get money and, you know, borrow me? So I decided to, forget about lending, as in borrowing money from them. And not quite long, I won't mention the person, the one billionaire. I watched his interview. They called him to come and, you know, speak at one event like that. He now tried to, you know, tell people that they don't really need to collect loan from bank before they can become whoever, a good business person. And I knew that many people that are doing good business, that has bigger businesses, most of them collect money from different banks. So I now began to see that if you know what you want to use the money for, no matter the interest, you do your calculation, you'll be able to know whether that deal will be good for you or not. For me, I'm not 100% in support of what the person said, because if you don't have any access to get any access to source for money, if it's only one opportunity you have and you have to weigh your options, you don't have any other place to get money, and you have one, and the money you needed will be provided for you. And if you use it for the business you intend to use it for, you will make profit. And after paying their, interest, you still make money. Me, I think it's better for me to take the loan. That's my own view. And I realized that many of us in Nigeria, when we get the money, we don't use the money for the purpose of which we apply for, the money. Why? As in for the purpose which we apply, we needed the money for. And I remember that some people, when they need to pay rent, they collect money and they don't know, or they don't have job that will really give them confidence that by the time they collect salary like 3 or 4 times, they'll be able to pay the loan. Or they don't have business that can really yield profit for them to collect the loan. Many people collect loan and use it for another purpose, which sometimes will backfire. And I know that some people, when they want to do party, there's no crime in collecting loan for whatever thing you want to collect, or you want to use the money for. But it is important for us to know that when you collect this loan, you should have a plan B where you are going to get money to repay the loan. So I realized that many of us, we lack ability to do that calculation and, be able to convince ourselves that, yes, once I get this, the loan can be paid. So those are the problems we used to face, and it has affected a lot of people. Recently, I needed money for a project, and I don't have cash, and I need somebody or any corporate lender to help me and finance the business. So I began to think, and the money is much, and I know that if I get the money, I will make little profit I wanted, and I will be able to pay back the loan immediately without even, spending too much years or months. And what I find out was that they don't want me to collect loan, and after I finish the project and I pay back, they want me to keep that money for a long time. And if I keep the money for a long time, it will be difficult for me, because we always in need for important things and for some things that are some other things that are not important. So I felt if I don't have my own cash, I don't need to keep loan that I collected when I don't need, or when I don't have projects to execute. So that thing has really given me tough time. So I now went to somebody to seek for advice. What the person told me is that if you talk to your bank and tell them that you want them to finance this, and the money, if they say it's 1 year or 2 years, let them finance it, and the money, just make sure you keep it in your bank. So whenever the monthly repayment is due, they will minus it. And whenever you have opportunity to do other businesses, you go and take the money there, use it for the business. And I look at the persons I advise, I say, that's a very great one. But now, bank have stopped giving money, what do I do? The person now say that's the challenge. He's not in position to say this is what you should do, but go to the bank and ask them how you should go about it. That is why I'm here. Now, many of us in Nigeria, we are living in Nigeria. Does our government, despite all the different ID cards we have done in the past and of recent, does our government have any database that will identify each individual with their address, with their state of origin, with everything about them? I don't think we have database in Nigeria, because if we have database, we should not be suffering to get loan. We should not be suffering to get loan, because this suffering is too much. Because those people that don't want to give out loans is because that the people that have failed to pay back in the past make them scared to do business with other people. And we are truly Nigerians. We are true Nigerians, and we deserve more than we are getting. If we don't have money and we have good ideas, we don't need to discuss our idea with the bank or whoever that is lending us money. We just need to seek, apply for the loan. And once they can, trace our record, every other thing will fall in place. Now, we are approaching 2023. Don't we think that any government that is coming in should make sure that every Nigerian needs to be identified, need identity? Because if they know us and they have our record, they will be able to account and make a proper appropriation of whether budget or whatever for each individual. They will make provision for each individual because they know this person exists and this person deserves soft loan. If you don't need it, you are not going to take it. But for those people that needs it, if there is facility like that, it will be ideal for anyone who is thinking of doing small scale to go and apply and take the loan and start using the loan for the purpose of what you needed the money for. So that's why I'm thinking that there's no problem. We are the one creating problem for ourselves. We are the one making our people being in poverty. And the only way to take people out of poverty is to make sure that you assist them. At the end of the day, it will boost the economy of the country, because if you give them 20,000 naira, at the end of the day, what they are paying back will be more than 20,000 naira. So in that way, I think one of the reasons to make profit, you can use money to make money. For the banks, some people keep money in the bank for years. They are talking about saving. I understand that most banks, they want you to save money so that you can earn interest. The same way they lend money out so that by the time you are paying back, you pay interest. All those things, if we have proper proper identity as a citizen in the country, everyone will know that this money that I'm collecting, there's no how. If you are owing money and you want to travel out, definitely by the time you get to airport, when they check you, they will be able to know that this person is traveling out. Has he reached out to the people that lend him money to let them know that he's traveling out of this country? Before he knows, they will check the record. All the records will show that this person cannot travel out of the country because he's owing so and so company. So all those things, I think Nigeria government should put it in place. Because recently, I heard about somebody, about a guy that went to buy a product, a very big product, and the reason why he collected the product, what he told those people that financed that project, he said he will be using the product for his production. At the end of the day, when he got the product, he took the product to another buyer and he sold it off, and he used the money to travel out of the country. Listen, if we want Nigeria to be okay, if somebody is doing that to a company that is in Nigeria and he travel out, he put them in mess and he left the country, the people living in the country will be the one to pay for his action, because he has traveled out of the country. The company will be struggling because they can't even reach him, and maybe they may cut him later, but they can't reach him and collect the money and use it to make more money. So all those things, individuals, we need to make sure that we let our brain work well. If we do anything that will, run any company down, or that will make any company go bankrupt, it will affect people working in the company, and it will affect another person. Because if we don't let money run in the country, our economy will not grow quickly. So by spending our money here, by investing our money here, will help many of us to get jobs, get more work, because by you using the money in Nigeria, more people will have, their products or business move. So everybody that are doing business, they need customer one way or the other, because you are a customer to somebody. Some people are customer to you. As I transact with bank too transact with other people, because most of the materials bank uses, they buy it. And if I get money from bank, I cannot eat the money. I have to spend money on one thing or the other. And where I'm going to source for the product is what people are selling, day-to-day business for some people. So if I don't get money, that means that those people will not sell. Let's say 2 people out of 3 get money. 2 people is able to purchase something. The remaining person did not get money. So the profit those people will make, those people selling, will be minimum. But if 3 of us get and we purchase what we need to purchase, the profit will be 3. So it's going to be double. Economy will strive. Everybody will be happy. So we need to make sure that anything we are going to ask government to do, we should make sure that we let them know that many people are suffering. The reason why many people are suffering is because there is no plan. Government did not appropriate things for them because they lack numbers. Let me put it that way. They lack. Okay, I don't know what to how to say it. Because if they can't identify who and who are living in the country, they can never appropriate the accurate provision for each individual. Because it's not about just do this, it's about to know what do we need to do, what measurements should we use, how many a day, can this thing be enough for them, would it be much for them? If it's much for them, let's take it to another point where they need it more. So all those things, they will have a proper appropriation of everything. For government to have proper censor and know that life of every individual are important is very, very critical. I just want to use this opportunity to let people know that we are the one making country going back. If we want our country to move forward, we need to do the right thing. If you get loan, make sure you pay back to enable the lender to have opportunity to give those people that are on queue waiting for their time to get money to be able to get money. And whenever you get money, make sure that you use the money, because you are borrowing money. You don't just eat the money. Make sure that you use it for something that will fetch you more money, so that you can return the money back to wherever you borrow the money from, and use your profits to develop yourself so that you don't remain in poverty. To get loan is not bad. What is bad is how you utilize the loan you have gotten. So these are the things I just think I need to share with all of us, because nobody can wake up in a day and say, I'm going straight to a particular place to get loan. It will be hard for you. Even eventually, if you get it, it will be hard before you get it. Many people have collected money, soft loan, and they end up in police station. Many go to police station, go and ask. There's so many people that collected money and fail to pay back because they lack knowledge. What is important? Get the knowledge, know what you need the money for, get exactly how much you needed, because if you get exactly how much you needed, by the time you finish paying, you can apply for another one. So that's what I just have to say. Until next time, have a nice day, everybody. Bye.